Okay, it's time. We have to take a look at this. We gotta see this video. It's from August the Duck or so. I saw the thumbnail and I'm just kind of, and I read the title too. This man is addicted to getting BBLs. I didn't think this was real. I don't think this is real, but man, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if it is actually real, dude. Honestly, I want to see this because it looks kind of funny. This man is addicted to BBLs. How are you addicted to BBLs? That's my question. Well, we all know for a fact that his face is, you can tell his face definitely has some plastic surgery on it, 100%.
3 BBLs at this point, so it's just like, is it really that dangerous that I think?
Scientists say that by the year 2030, 65% of human beings will have a BBL. Where are they getting these numbers, you might ask? What sort of test are they running to get this information?
Yo, you can't just flashbang me like that.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, yo,
you just want access to the BBL master list. You're not authorized. BBL. These are 3 letters that are often thrown around.
Jesus fucking... My God, dude. Holy shit. I don't think I'll ever get me a BBL. I think I'd rather work my ass. My ass is looking a little bit flat, I'm not gonna lie, because I've been sitting a lot. I have not really been working out or anything like that. I've been working out a little bit, but the problem is I need like some kind of like I need to yeah, like I can work out, but the problem is like I think I'm at that point or so where like I'm not feeling sore anymore, so I need to put on some weight on it to do hip thrusts, Bulgarian lunges, and squats and everything. So I need to do a little bit of research and find something that can probably help me out to make it feel a little bit more sore, of course, because I don't feel sore anymore, and it's pretty bad. So that means I need to up the weight or so for me to start feeling the burn again, you know.
Together, but nobody really knows what it means. Not even scientists. All we know is that people get them and then they have a big ass. We don't know exactly what they're getting. All we know is that it makes their posterior quite large, which is fine, which is cool. You know, big butts are cool, but no pun intended, just like with anything, there is such thing as too much of a good thing. And when you
I feel like if I get a BBL, right? Let's say hypothetically I get a BBL, right? I want it to still be like proportionally normal. I'm not gonna go that fucking crazy with a BBL. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, honestly, I just be like, yeah, I just want it like still proportionally right, but I still want to the curvature to still be there normally. But I just want a little bit like I guess like a facelift or so for the ass or something, or I don't know, something like that. I wouldn't go that far. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't even go. Even the last video that we watched or so from that one woman who had like the massive BBL, the fucking humongous one, you know. I'm like, I wouldn't go that far. Nah, fuck that, dude. No siree, no thank you.
Somehow find yourself addicted to getting BBLs. You're gonna find that out pretty quickly. Just like this guy right here, Mateo has. Now, Mr. Mateo here is addicted to getting BBLs. How you even find yourself there, I'm not sure, but he's on his 3rd BBL, about to get his 4th. And this addiction of his is actively handicapping him. He's fucking up his spine, he's in constant pain, he can't sleep, but clearly none of that is gonna stop him from his ultimate goal of obtaining the fattest ass in all of the land. Now, if you haven't guessed it already, this video is from our favorite YouTube channel, Truly, and when I say that, there is a little asterisk at the end of that sentence, leading to a disclaimer that specifies that it's our favorite YouTube channel that specializes in giving people a platform and validation when they need it the absolute least. Truly seems to love taking people who are doing harmful and dangerous things to themselves and then make a video that's framed in such a way that it comes off as them saying, hey, look at this person doing this thing that's destroying them. If you so much as say they shouldn't be doing that, you're a terrible person. It's a really cool business model because you bake in the world's worst rebuttal to any criticism that comes your way into all of your shitty content. It's bulletproof. But we'll get more into like the moral aspect of all this here in a minute. For right now, let's see what an addiction to BBLs does to a man. Please subscribe.
Hi guys, Mateo Blanco here.
I've had so much lip filler at this point. Doctors refuse to touch my lips. My goal is to look like
fucking Donald Duck looking ass lips, dude. I swear to God, dude. Those lips are not attractive. Ladies out there. I know I have some ladies out there in my audiences. Trust me, If you do that, I'm gonna make fun of you. That's all I gotta say, okay? If you actually get like lip fillers, I'm gonna make fun of you and call you Donald Duck, okay? All right? That's all I gotta say, okay?
A full-on cyborg. I'm known as King of BBLs. Total, I've had maybe 3 BBLs, full facelift, a lip lift, ab etching, chest, abdomen, back, arm, leg lipo, and everything was just transferred straight to my. I've literally had so many procedures like I'm already forgotten about.
Okay, so right off the bat, I have pretty strong opinions on this kind of stuff. I talked about this a bit in that video where we were looking at that guy who was like changing people's eye color. I feel like dedicating 15 plus years of your life to become a doctor who does stuff like this is absurd.
Crazy.
Like, obviously, don't get me wrong, I know that most plastic surgery is not like this, but some of it is, which means some doctors have to be doing this. I feel like this kind of shit should be illegal. A person who is allowed to call themselves a doctor should not be allowed to continuously do cosmetic surgeries on you once you have forgotten how many you've had.
So recently I went to South Korea and they really did more face tightening, which they don't have here in America. And they did a bunch of lasers, they did a bunch of injections where they really focus on my lower half of my face. I'm still healing from it, but I can already see the difference.
Yeah, the difference is that you look even more terrifying than you did before. Now look, normally I have a very hard rule of never commenting on a person's appearance because I just try to be a good person, but I feel like when
the only thing, okay, this would be the only thing that I would get, right? I don't even think it's plastic surgery, right? It's not even plastic surgery. It's more like what's the name of those people or so that take care of skins and stuff like that. Those doctors that take care of skins and everything. I forgot what the fuck they're called. But the only thing I would want or so is to ask the doctor so specifically if they can help me being able to like have control of my skin again, you know? Yeah, there you go. So like that's the only thing, because I have some messed up skin or so that I have in certain parts of my body or so. And I would totally, like, I would want that to get fixed. But that's about it. Like, that's literally it. You know, because I think there's some things I can't control, and I think there's something wrong with my body specifically that's causing this thing. Because like, sometimes it just pops out just randomly. Like, there's no, I can't seem to find the source of what's causing some of my breakage and breakouts or so that I'm having on my body specifically. There's definitely something wrong. Something is happening. I know that for a fact. But I would just have to like go to like, you know, the dermatologist and then have them like basically take tests and everything on my skin and all this other stuff to find out like what is the actual issue specifically to finally fix it, and then I can have control of them, you know? But that's about it. Yeah, but I don't have any life insurance, so who knows when that'll be, to be honest.
Person has reached this point when they are doing this to themselves, you've really just kind of got to cut through the noise and be like, this looks absolutely horrific. This does not look like a human. This guy's face is more reminiscent of like the masks that they wore in The Purge than it is a human being's face. And that's not me being mean, that is just an objective fact. This guy needs a better group of friends.
Aesthetically, my look is a little bit more over PG-13, 100%. I love my full look. I love the whole bimbo look. I think the most dangerous surgery that I've had was probably my BBL, which is crazy to say because I've had 3 BBLs at this point. So it's just like, is it really that dangerous that I think?
You know, I kind of forgot that this is a guy and everything. I was gonna say like, man, if you want a fat ass or so, just have someone impregnate you. But I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot. It's not a girl or so, it's a guy. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm willing to risk a 4th one at this point.
Genuinely, like why? Why would you be willing to risk that? Because this looks terrible. It just does. Like, I truly do not believe that anybody, even this guy, can really think that this looks good. My personal belief on stuff like this is I feel like when people get this into cosmetic surgery, it's just their way of flexing. Like, it's the way that they've chosen to kind of flaunt their wealth. Because I feel like these days, a lot of people know that BBLs and shit like this are not cheap. Like, I'm pretty sure a BBL is like 10 to 20 grand depending on where you get it. That's 80 grand dropped on your ass, which is so much money. I've never spent any money on my ass, and I've actually gotten a compliment or 2 on it before, so like, I can't imagine this is worth it.
I've had my rib cages broken inwards, so they are still intact. but they're not removed. It's very difficult to find anything that does fit me just because...
You know what I would do specifically if I want to get a quote-unquote BBL? What's the name of that one dude or so? Hold on. You know what I would do specifically? I would just be this guy or so. Let me see. Hold up. Where's this? And he probably pays like a couple of bucks or something like that for what he uses or so. Let me see. I mean, this guy right here. This dude. This fucking dude right here. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, that guy right there. America's ass. That fucking dude right there. I would just probably like, I don't know, buy whatever the fuck that guy has, you know? Yeah, because he has the damn the freaking I think those are paddings or something like that. I'm not too sure. I think they are actually. I can see like the outline of the padding right down here. So I'd just be this guy, you know? I'll just buy me a pair of those paddings or so and then just put them on, and then damn, look at that. It did not cost me between 10 to 20K or so to get me an ass that big. There's probably like fake stuff that you can put on her so to get like quote unquote a BBL anyway. So I wouldn't even bother putting this on, because like I know for a fact that cosplayers put on like fake, like kind of like fake like extended hips or so, or like fake extended like bigger asses or so to make their asses look even bigger than usual. Like they do the same thing for boobs. There's some cosplayers that put on fake boobs or so, bigger boobs than their normal boobs and everything, to make them look like they're bigger boobs, but they're not, you know? It's obvious, you know? It's pretty obvious. What the fuck are you talking about? That's been a normal thing in the cosplaying community. That's been a thing. Not all cosplayers have big boobas, okay? All right? Most of them are pretty fake, I'm gonna be honest with you, so... But yeah, I would just do that instead, whatever this person is doing, dropping fucking 10 to 20K on their fucking ass. You know, well, technically they did it 3 times, so they technically would have dropped 80K on their ass. You know what I would do with 80K with that shit? Holy shit, you guys have no idea what I'd be doing with that shit.
A lot of the stuff that I do wear comes in a 2-piece.
What in the flame?
My rear end is a large and my top is an extra small. I'm wearing a lot more bodysuits.
This genuinely looks bizarre. Like seriously, I cannot fathom anybody ever wanting to look like this for like free. You'd have to get into the territory of me being paid some pretty silly fucking money for me to even consider doing this where I gain something. To pay real life dollars to do this.
This person has a smaller waist than I do. Is it because they have a corset on all the time? Is that the reason why? I don't know. I have one, of course, but I'm like, is that the reason why? Like, if you have a corset, like, does it make your waist smaller or something like that if you wear it consistently? I feel like there's some repercussions or so if you wear that consistently or something like that. Doesn't your organs get fucking pushed around or something like that? I have no idea. Maybe he got surgery.
I really hope
that,
this guy
probably.
finds some happiness one day, because that's clearly what he's searching for, and he's not gonna find it doing this.
My BBL feels good, it looks good, I love it, but when I go to sleep, it just feels so painful. Currently, my BBL is really impacting my health negatively because, as you may know, the spine is a really critical point in your body. So this corset does keep my spine in check, so it kind of flattens this and it pushes this side inwards. This was $300 and...
Excuse me, what? That thing is $300? Holy brother and Christ, there are so many people on this planet that have too much money for them what to do, to be honest. Oh my God, brother in Christ. Holy shit, dude. This is crazy. This is absurd. This is just fucking crazy, to be honest. Man, there are some people who have too much money on their hands, to be honest. God Lord, dude.
I really need to get another one because this is really, really huge on me now.
Okay, so I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure that's not true. I feel like if anything, a corset is doing the opposite of keeping your spine in check. Like, I'm pretty sure they just weaken your abdominal muscles pretty significantly because your abdominal muscles are like never engaged when you're doing anything because they're so fucking tight. If anything, this is just making this a lot worse, right?
It doesn't accentuate anything.
I'm not too
but
sure.
If I do reduce my rear end, it would be a little impactful on my income, because that is my little moneymaker.
Ah, there it is. I always forget. It always somehow seems to slip my mind that the only reason anybody ever does a Truly video is to get out a cheap, thinly veiled advertisement for their OnlyFans. Now look, I've said this a million times. I don't give a shit if you have an OnlyFans. Does not affect me whatsoever. Do what you want. But it always makes these videos make a lot more sense, because it's like, oh, that's why you're allowing this humiliating video of you to be filmed and then posted onto the internet. It's literally always the fucking case with this channel.
One of these comments said, LOL, you paid money to look like this? Yeah, I did. This is my figure. This is what I want it to look like. I made it happen. And it's not for you. So, another one of these comments said, your body looks like it hurts. Matter of fact, it actually does.
Two things. One, it's kind of crazy how he's trying to play this off as almost like a flex. Like, I promise you that nobody's jealous of you because you've had so many shitty cosmetic surgery.
There's only one thing that hurts on me specifically, but thank God I don't have to deal with that shit, whatever he's dealing with.
That it's actually hurting you. And then the whole thing about how he said in the commentary that it's not for you. Sure, but is this really for you either? Like, the reality about these kinds of cosmetic surgeries is that the only reason people are getting them is to look a certain way because society or social media says that you should. Like, it's not a coincidence that these waves of cosmetic surgery trends come and go in a very specific format, which is A-list celebrities start to get them, which makes people who aren't celebrities want to get them, but they're expensive, so only wealthy people can get them at first, so they kind of remain like exclusive. But then doctors see an opening in the market, they make a more affordable alternative, and then everybody gets it done, and then suddenly celebrities don't want to look that way anymore, and the cycle continues. You can lie to yourself if you want, but nobody who gets this level of cosmetic surgery is doing it for themselves. I mean, there is a reason that everybody who gets plastic surgery like this looks the exact fucking same. They're indistinguishable.
So how was your trip to Korea?
I had so much done. I had like lasers, injections, literally every single thing. So yeah, it was mainly just to like narrow down like this part of my face. So
It looks good. It looks more snatched.
thank you.
So how's your back pain been?
So basically my back has been in so much pain currently.
I
And
wonder
I'm honestly
why.
starting to feel like a little bit of a curve.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they call that your spine. My favorite part of all these Truly videos, and I swear they do it in every single video that they upload, is the segment when they have the friend come over and have the world's most awkward, obviously fake, obviously scripted conversation you could possibly come up with. It's usually a lot worse because usually it's like, I am a dog girl and my boyfriend keeps me in a cage, and for some reason they have their friend come over and they're like, yeah, we're into puppy play, which we need to tell you for some reason. But yeah, this is always my favorite part because it's like, surely nobody's buying this shit, right?
I thought you looked so good at the first BBL. What number are you on?
Literally I'm on my third now.
Girl,
So
that is insane. I don't know how these doctors keep doing that to you.
I'm trying to go for like number 4 now.
What?
Baby girl, where are they gonna find the fat? Have you ever thought about getting your BBLs reduced?
No, it's not crossed my mind.
If it's 100% necessary that you have to do this to get a reduction, how would you feel mentally, emotionally?
I'll be really honest. I think I'd be devastated. I'd probably have an existential crisis.
Do you think the existential crisis that you would go through is worse than the back pain that you're experiencing right now?
Honestly, I think so.
Okay, so
I honestly can't. I just yeah, okay, all right, okay. Yeah, this is a mental illness, to be honest. This needs to be stopped. I ain't gonna lie, to be honest. This needs to be stopped 100%.
like we just established, this is obviously bullshit, but I think that this video should be enough to legally bar any doctor from giving this individual another fucking BBL. If, like, the stability of your life hinges on your ass size, you need help. I mean, if you've somehow actually managed to form a codependency with your ass, which is one of the weirdest things I've ever said, somebody needs to step in. I don't know who, but somebody does. Now, for the next few minutes, it's just the chiropractor section of the video, because obviously the pain this guy is experiencing is because he's, quote, misaligned. You know, not because his fucking ribs are broken and he's carrying around like 50 pounds of extra weight on his ass. This guy's like Big Pharma's #1 op. He's created all of his problems through like actual doctors, and now he's trying to solve them with a fake one. Next level shit right here. This guy's ahead of the game.
I just have one quick question. I'm like, you know that I come in here for like my back issues because, you know, I had some procedures done.
Yes.
Would you recommend me to like not get any more procedures done?
I always suggest, you know, try to come in, you know, once a month for an adjustment and see how your body feels. Anytime you have anything done to yourself, you know, you have to wait and see how everything reacts because it takes time.
So my friend Cash, he was like saying it wouldn't help if I got more. So I think he's saying it's better if I just reduced it, just so I don't have like as much back pain. So just wondering what you think.
If you do need to get a reduction, that might be necessary. But if we can get you in a place where your body can respond and strengthen the other areas to support it, then you can keep it.
Holy fuck, you couldn't script a slimier response from a chiropractor.
Christ.
Yeah, I mean, you've recreated your ass to be built like the back half of a wide-body Hellcat, but we can probably fix it through just cracking your neck once or twice a month. Go get 17 more BBLs. We can make it respond, right? Holy fuck. What kind of doctor says something like this? I should reframe this video to just be making fun of this guy the entire time. My goodness, what a good Samaritan.
I am thinking about getting my ribs completely removed. You guys know I have them luxated right now, which just means they are inside of me, but they're broken inwards. More surgeries comes more responsibilities.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and disagree on that one, buddy. I feel like anything that boils down to you spending absurd amounts of money to make your body less effective at, you know, like basically being...
The only thing that I want is clean skin. That's all I want. And this guy wants to fucking get his ribs removed. I just want clean skin. That's all. I just want my skin back. This guy just wants to get rid of his entire ribs.
Body is the direct opposite of responsibility.
Dude?
I would say that if
fuck?
this is truly what makes you happy, then more power to you, but I don't feel like that really applies to
much you guys
stuff like
wanna bet that
this.
he's gonna
But
end
even
up
if
dead
it
with the amount
did,
of
this is
procedures he's gonna
obviously
have in his
not really
body?
making you happy. And that's sort of the nature of the
You know
beast with
what's
stuff.
kind of funnier? So people always say, okay, so people always say, wait until Cyberpunk come, like once we get augmentations or so. Brother in Christ, we are living in Cyberpunk. This is augmentation. You're augmenting your body to look like this. Like you're already living in the future already. This is augments. You're augmenting your body to look like this, to put fucking more fat in your ass or so, and everything.
Like this, you know, people grow up not being very happy with
Jesus.
themselves, and they convince themselves that what they need to be happy is plastic surgery, and they get their first surgery, and guess what? They're not happy. And instead of realizing, oh, I need to find happiness within, instead they think, well, I must just need another surgery. So they get another one, and they're still not happy, and then that cycle continues and continues until they find themselves 30 cosmetic surgeries deep. They're no happier than they were when they started, and they're still convinced that what they need is that one last surgery to get them to where they want to be.
I wouldn't change my face whatsoever. I like my face. I like the way how it is. It may not be perfect, you know, it may not look good or anything like that. I think it just looks normal, but like, you know. The only thing I want personally is just a little bit more flawless skin. I just want control. Well, I just want my skin to be back in control because something is happening. I know something is happening. I have no idea what the fuck. I'm trying literally almost everything to find. I'll be taking a look at the products or so that one of my VTuber friends has recommended me or so. She recommended me a couple of products or so, and I'm gonna take a look at them to see if maybe some of them will combat the problems that I have with my skin, but we'll see. So.
And unfortunately, they will just never get where they want to be. They are chasing something that doesn't exist. This kind of stuff really is addiction. And it's kind of sad, but I mean, really, in cases like this, what are you meant to do? From an outside perspective, I don't think there's really anything you can. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Like I said, this is really kind of sad when you think about it. But also, I feel like with stuff like this, you can't really sugarcoat this kind of shit. If a person is doing this kind of thing to themselves, where they can't even like sleep anymore, they're having trouble walking, they're having trouble moving around, they're having trouble just like using their body for what it was intended, you've got to be pretty blunt. And I feel like videos like this where truly is like, oh,
you know, it's kind of funnier. So it kind of feels like, it does really feel like Cyberpunk or so, because if you put a lot of augments or so, right, you kind of go crazy, you know, in Cyberpunk 2077. But like in this version, right, in the real world, right, if you put a lot of augments in your body, you end up dead. It's crazy.
Judge,
Hey,
you're
Anakin.
just a hater is unhealthy and it's bad and they shouldn't be doing this kind of shit,
That's
but they do
wild,
anyways. So I feel like somebody has to push back against that just a little bit. Is it gonna do a whole lot? Probably not, but at least I can say I tried, right? So yeah.
That's kind of jarring. I'm not gonna lie, to be honest. I need to get off the internet. the dude looks like a femboy mixed with James Charles and a Kardashian and Justin Bieber. Yeah, it's a very strange combination in my personal opinion. Yeah, that shit they put in the BBL can definitely flatline you. Oh, interesting. Because I know if I remember correctly, BBLs they like what? They grab the fat from a different part of your body and they just put it on your butt or something like that. That's what it is, right? I don't really know how BBLs work, to be honest. I thought they just put like some weird shit in your ass or something. Just depends on the person. Remember, this guy put a bunch of unnatural shit inside of himself. The body could try to reject it and he could have a reaction from a procedure. I'd be very curious to see what happens, to be honest. We'll see. But anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. Yeah, that's pretty crazy in my personal opinion. Just kind of like, just seeing that is so unnatural, dude. Especially with the Donald Duck lips too as well. Honestly, it's not worth it to get this. I heard from like one of my friends or so a long time ago or so, like a long time ago. I never said it or anything like that, right? But he said those are some dick sucking lips. and that's pretty much about it. So yeah, but that's the thing that I heard from a long time ago that my friend told me. He's like, yeah, those kind of lips or so, those are some dick sucking lips. That's it. That's all there is for, you know? But yeah. That's the end of the video. And scary. Fucking plastic surgery is scary to me, to be honest. I'll probably stay away from that forever. So, peace.